And then I just have one of those days, where you're just like, why am I doing this? There's something else I could be doing that's better. Maybe I should focus more on the slabs. Maybe I should focus more on singles. How's it going, everyone? Galaxy Card Shop here. I run a six-figure Pokemon card business, mainly selling Japanese boxes, as well as some English boxes and some slabs and stuff like that. This is my weekly card business update series. Today is Monday, March 24th. Nothing crazy on the updates today other than yesterday I had to pack a ton of orders that came through the weekend, and I did have a new card come in, a Origin Form Dialga V-Star out of Crown Zenith. And I have a ton of Japanese stuff on the way. I can't wait to show you guys once it all comes in. This is the first time I got a package like this before, so I'm going to open it real quick. All right, we got it out of the package. So I bought this card because I thought it looked very clean, very centered. Looking at it up close, it is a little off-center slightly, but I'm still probably going to send it in to PSA. So I'm still buying cards to send in, just not as much as I was, especially for English. I've kind of shifted my strategy a little bit where I'm going to buy Japanese cards more in bulk and then grade them that way. So that way I don't have to sit through a ton of listings, look at the pictures and all that stuff. It's just a lot easier to grade Japanese than English, although the returns on English are much higher. So that's kind of my strategy right now. Obviously, things change. Like I said earlier, sales have been pretty consistent. I've got tons of Heat Wave on the way. I've got tons of Battle Partners on the way. A lot of this is already sold. Almost all my Terrestrial has sold. I kind of lowered the price because we're hitting a reprint and the prices should be dropping hopefully, and I'll be restocking heavily on that once that hits. We've got Crimson Haze selling pretty well. We've got Super Electric Breaker supposed to be hitting a reprint next couple of weeks, so that's been selling out. And I'm getting some restocks on other boxes like Ancient Roar, Stellar Miracle. I called it Stellar Crown. No one corrected me, but this is my Surging Sparks booster bundles that I got from my distributor. These will probably be gone before I know it. I'm not able to get anything. I did place an order with my English distributor for some other stuff, but I'll show you guys once that comes in, probably next week, because part of it was a pre-order. And let's see, yeah, I still have plenty of Black Flame. That one kind of slowed down a little bit, but pretty much not a huge update today. This is why I make weekly videos and not daily. I did sell a couple of these Iona's Watchels. I did one auction and then I lowered my buy now price, and one sold that way. Like I said, I'm not going to be in a huge hurry to sell them, but I did want to offload a few because I had 20 something and I don't like having that many of the same card, because if it drops then it obviously hurts more. 151 I also ran out of. This was my last one. I think it already sold, so I'll have to restock on that. And then I got to get a restock on Terrestrial. Like I said, that's supposed to be getting reprinted. And there's one other one I needed to restock, but I forgot. Paradise Dragona, but that's also supposed to be getting reprinted soon. The Destin Rivals Pokemon Center ETB along with the booster box was put on the Pokemon Center website, and a lot of people were not able to get anything. I think there was a queue of like 2 million people, which is insane. Somehow I went on there, was in the queue. I left my phone on for about an hour or two. It let me in, and I did get one Pokemon Center ETB. I don't know how I was able to get it, but I love the box art on it, and I love the Giovanni and the Mewtwo. So I don't know how, but I was able to get one. I made a little Instagram story about it with a poll, seeing how many people were lucky enough to get one, and it was about 50-50. So I think a good bit of people got one, but a good people didn't either. I didn't get a booster box, unfortunately, but I will happily take the Pokemon Center ETB, and hopefully you guys were able to get one, because people are already scalping them for like 350 bucks on eBay. Had to pack a lot. Had to pack a lot last night, and you guys will see that in the picture. We'll see what comes tomorrow. All right, today is Tuesday, March 25th. We got some huge restocks in today. As you can see, tons of Battle Partners are here. The stuff keeps selling, so I just went ahead and unloaded the truck and got a ton of it because I kept running out of stock. The reprint hit and the prices came down some. I think it's about $70 a box now, and I think that's a lot more fair than what it was at before. And I think a lot of people are agreeing with me, because it's getting a lot sold every day. So got to get this stocked on the shelf. And then I got a couple other boxes that came in. We got some Heatwave Arena and a couple other ones that I haven't bought in a while that I'll show you guys. I actually lied. I only had Battle Partners come in along with some Heatwave Arena. So those other boxes are supposed to be here tomorrow. I'll show you guys those tomorrow when they come in. All right, here we are with a different camera angle. I'm restocking some boxes. It's one of the reasons why I got this cool DJI mic, is so that I could do stuff like this. But basically, as I restock these boxes, I just wanted to talk about a couple of my future plans with the shop. I haven't really had a whole lot of questions yet to answer, but I just assumed that a lot of people might be wondering what the heck are my future plans for this? Like, what's my long-term goals? Stuff like that. So I just figured I would cover it while I restock these shelves. But basically, there was a good bit of time where I didn't really know what the heck my long-term goals were. I was just kind of going with the flow just to see what could happen. You know, I started off doing ripping ships on Whatnot, and I was going to try to grow that. But then I realized, like, it's kind of hard to scale that without hiring a bunch of people. And I don't particularly want to hire a bunch of people. I think I eventually want to hire a full-time shipper so that I don't have to do all the shipping. So that's probably going to be like the next goal after I move into a new spot. My girlfriend and I are actually planning on getting a house here pretty soon, and I will be able to kind of scale this a little more, have more space to continue growing this business and stuff like that. Right now, as you guys have probably seen several times, I'm just working out of a small room with a shelf, and I would like to get a few more shelves and do some more organizing, because you want to try to refine your business so that it'll be faster, because it doesn't take me super long to pack a box, but if I had more space, it would be even quicker. So eventually I want to hire a full-time shipper so that I don't have to constantly be doing it. It's not that I don't like shipping, I really don't mind it, but I would eventually like to hire somebody. Anyway, I was really contemplating if I wanted to get heavily into the wholesale side of things, you know, have that little 5% off option along with the 2.5% off. And I'll probably keep that for a while longer, but I've tried to think a little bit more about what I want to do. And I think I just want to continue focusing on direct to consumer. You know, I don't mind doing deals with businesses and stuff, but I would rather have a long email list that I can blast out and then just sell out of stuff that way and not rely on other businesses, I guess. I don't know. I'm still kind of trying things out. You guys are just along for the journey. And I'm going to continue buying cards to grade as long as that makes sense. A lot of Japanese cards are, the margin's there for a lot of them, so it makes sense to do them. How long will that stay? Probably for a little bit. I don't know. But I'm just going to take advantage of it as long as I can. And there we go. We got Battle Partners restocked. Well, I still have a bunch more, but that should be enough for now on the shelf. Speaking of businesses, someone just came through and bought 40 Heatwave Arena boxes, so I'll have to get that packed. And that is basically it for today. Basically, the Battle Partners and the Heatwave came in, and I just got to pack a bunch of orders. Nothing too crazy today. I have been continuing to buy more singles, so those probably won't come in until next week. But I am going to continue buying singles where it makes sense to make grading plays. And I guess you guys kind of get it. I kind of get my play spoiled on here, but that's perfectly fine. It's not like I get a million views or anything. So you guys will get to see that probably next week once they come in. It is now Wednesday, March 26th. Today I had a bunch of more boxes come in, a ton of restocks. Feel a little overwhelmed to have so much now. I think I'm sitting on more inventory now than I've ever have, probably. I've got some more Crimson Haze, some Stellar Miracle. I keep calling it Stellar Crown. It's Stellar Miracle, the Japanese version. I figured these were at a good price right now to grab. I had to get more Japanese 151, still in the bubble wrap. I got more Heat Wave. I still have a lot of Heat Wave to sell, and unfortunately, I kind of timed it badly, and that happens sometimes. The heat wave has dropped in price, so my buy price is higher than I want it to be. So I probably will have to buy some more to cost average it down. That's basically how I handle it. But I have, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, probably around 80 boxes that I need to sell. So hopefully I can get those out soon. These are all sold, thankfully. And then I got more Terrestrial Festival in stock. Like I said yesterday, the reprint hit. The price did not go down really at all. And today it's actually up. So I was talking about it earlier on Discord, and handling these boxes, it's like they're stocks. They just constantly go up and down. But that's kind of the fun in it to me. I'm trying to guesstimate what's going to happen with the stock and stuff. But yeah, we still got plenty of V-Star Universe. Shiny Treasure has been selling lately. Price has gone up on that. I think I made a take a while back about it being cheap in the $40 or $40 range. Well, now they're in the $60 range. So obviously, hindsight 2020, could have just put all my capital into that box when it was $40 and made a lot more doing that. But you just never know what's going to happen because they could reprint anything. Got some more Ancient Roar and Battle Partners. 15 of each. Ancient Roar, it's a slow seller, but I wanted to get it in stock. As my shop continues to grow, I've kind of strayed away from my original thought. My original thought was to kind of ditch the slower selling sets and only stock the popular ones. And that worked for a while, but now my shop has grown to a point where it makes sense to have these lesser popular sets in stock. And I have enough capital now to where I can keep them in stock. In fact, I do have a couple more sets coming, Future Flash being one of them. I think I got some more Cyber Judge too, because believe it or not, it sold out. And you know, a few months ago, I would have been like, heck no, I'm not touching Future Flash, not touching Cyber Judge, not touching Wild Force. But now it's like, it makes sense right now because there's only so much Heat Wave I can sell. So I might as well sell other boxes as well if the profit margin is there, you know. I don't have any English stuff coming other than made an order. I think I mentioned it. I made an order the other day. But I will kind of go over that after it comes in. It's not really Pokemon product. It is, but it isn't. So this is the mess that I have for the English product. So I just have some Stellar Crown, a few Surging Sparks, some Silver Tempest, and what is this, like Twilight Masquerade, and some Paldea Evolved. So just a couple loose packs here and there, and then that's all from stuff I broke down. I had someone ask me, where did you get those packs from? And they are all from broken down product. This Paldea Evolves from a booster box that had a little tear in it, so I just went ahead and opened it. Twilight Masquerade from tins. Stellar Crown from tins. Surging Sparks. These were from little check lane blisters. And I keep getting asked about Team Rocket, glory of Team Rocket, and I've said the same explanation over and over, but I don't plan on stocking it until a few days before release because I do not want to sell a box for $200. That's what it's going for now. And I don't want to sell it for that because I know, I'm not going to say for a fact, but I basically have a good idea that it's going to drop from that price. And I do not feel good about selling a box for $200 that's just going to drop on release whenever I can just wait till it gets closer and give you guys a better price. Quick little update to the website. Our checkout form now has autocomplete. I know that's kind of standard on most websites, but I didn't realize that I didn't have it until the other day when someone said like they're tired of re-entering all their information. So I got that added, and it kind of goes based off of your location too. So it makes it a little bit easier to check out, which if you've ever ran an e-commerce business, you know that a lot of people will get to the checkout page and then just leave because they don't want to type all their information in. So hopefully that'll help with that, and we can get some more sales on the website. And I just moved some boxes over here. But another thing that I wanted to talk about was that I am currently ending the 5% off 20 boxes or more deal because I want to focus more on direct to consumer, if that makes sense. I think I've talked about it in a previous episode that the wholesale was nice because I would sell a lot of boxes, take less profit, but it would take less time for me to pack. And I realized the last order that I did, not actually, it wasn't the last one, it was like the one before that. It took me a lot of time to pack it because it was so many boxes, and I didn't have a box big enough, and it just ended up taking a lot of time. And I calculated all the profit out, and I realized it's just not really worth the time and the risk because it's such a large order. Anyway, I just decided right now I'm going to take a break from that kind of stuff and really just drive forward the consumer, direct to consumer, grow my email list, figure out more ways to do that. We'll probably be doing some more giveaways. We'll probably be doing some more deals and coupons. In fact, if you've made it this far in the video, there'll be a coupon right here, and that will give you $5 off your next order of $100 or more. So make sure to use that. It'll probably expire next week. So if you're watching this video, make sure to use that. So I want to focus more on giving out those kind of deals. I wanted to focus on growing my email list because I realized how powerful it is. Last time I sent out some emails, like I would get orders, and I'm just like, wow, I need to utilize this more. So that is one of the reasons why I built a website in the first place, so that I could have my own email list. And I always underestimate that. So I'm going to be continuing that. That was kind of a rant and ramble, but it's important. I'm trying to build a brand. A lot of people, I'm in the Pokenomics Discord, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of a paid access Discord, but there's tons of Pokemon businesses in there. It's ran by Dan from Catch 'em All Collectibles. I want to shout out a YouTuber once a week anyway, so I'm going to be shouting out Dan from Catch 'em All Collectibles. He's been extremely helpful for me starting out. I'm part of his Patreon, and there's a Discord in there. I think he might have a link for it somewhere. Probably in his link tree. And it's also ran by Jake from Pokenomics. But anyways, I'm in his Discord, and people are talking about the different ways that they run their Pokemon business. And one of the ways a lot of people have decided is to go through consignments. If you're doing slabs, you can literally just send your slabs off to somebody and they will sell it for you. Dan has one. ZNG Emporium is another one. I've even used it before. There's so many other ones. In fact, I could probably make a whole video about that. But I'm personally going with the brand because I want to focus on sealed. I think it's easier for me to scale it, and I want to build a brand. So anyways, a little rant, but you can run Pokemon business in several different ways, and I'm trying to build a brand here, and I need to continue to build my email list, giving more of my focus on direct to consumers and keeping things in stock. And that was another downside to having the wholesale, is that someone will come and clear out my whole stock. And then if one customer comes on my website and they want to buy something, well, I'm out of stock because a wholesaler came and bought it all. And I would much rather have 100 customers buying one box than one customer buying 100 boxes, if that makes sense. That's just how I want to grow. And that being said, you could be successful doing wholesale. There's several people doing that. That's basically it for today. I just got to pack a few orders that came in. Sorry for the long rant today, but it was just kind of on my mind, and that's how these episodes are going to go. All right, today is Thursday, March 27th, and right now, I believe today or tomorrow is the Journey Together release day, which is the English version of Battle Partners. And unfortunately, since I'm too new to my distributor, I didn't get any. I think I got like one or two of the collection boxes, but those probably won't be in until a week or two. And unfortunately, I don't have any. I obviously have a ton of product to sell, and anytime you are sitting on a lot of product in this business, you get a little nervous when it's not moving. You don't want to keep dropping your prices because that's just going to lower the profits even more. And I was talking to a friend of mine. He was asking me about this business because he was maybe thinking about doing it, and I basically told him how low the profit margins are. Lower than 10% typically. And this is more Terrestrial Festival just came in today. The price on these have actually gone up since I bought them. I was thinking about buying more, but I'm already sitting on like 80 of them, so I might as well just wait on that. But anyway, my friend was asking me about the profit margins in this, and he was asking if it was 10%, and I'm like, typically that's what I shoot for, but a lot of times it's going to be below that because of how the market is. You know, it's always changing, it's always fluctuating, and then I just have one of those days, you know, where You're just like, why am I doing this? There's something else I could be doing that's better. Maybe I should focus more on the slabs. Maybe I should focus more on singles. I feel like every business owner has days like this where you're just kind of in a slump, especially when you're having a low sales day and you're just like, man, maybe I should do something else. Maybe I shouldn't do Japanese sealed. Maybe I should, like I said, focus on graded cards and stuff like that. But you just have to remember, not every day is going to be a huge sales day. I did send out a huge email to our contact list, which is up to, I think, almost 900 people, which is awesome. That's a lot of people that I just sent an email about all of our restocks and stuff. I don't know who all is actually going to be interested because, like I said, I think it's Journey Together release day, so a lot of people have their money going towards that. I did get a restock on the Future Flash and the Mask of Change. I haven't had these boxes in stock in forever, and the main reason why I decided I'm going to just go ahead and keep everything in stock for the Japanese is there's no English in stock at all. My distributor has literally nothing. I can't get anything, so I might as well use that capital on stocking this kind of inventory. Slow moving, but the profit margin is there, so I'm going to continue to get it. And I'm actually going to get Cyber Judge and Night Wonder next, which I never thought I would say, but I might as well use my capital on that and keep my store as stocked as possible so that any new customers come, they'll see I've got plenty of Japanese boxes for them. And hopefully, as the English stuff continues to get printed, maybe I'll be able to get some more in, because as soon as I do, it usually sells since my prices are very fair. But that is basically it for today. I only have a few orders to pack. It is a little early in the night, but today was not super busy. We'll see how tomorrow goes. All right, it is now Friday, March 28th. I got my my tube Journey Together Pokemon Center ETBs that I somehow pulled off whenever they had the pre-orders. So lucky enough to get these two, and I'm glad they made it here safely. So the sales for the rest of yesterday was not too bad. And another thing that was interesting, I don't know if I talked about it yesterday, but Heatwave and Battle Partners both have gone back up in price in Japan. So we'll see those prices probably start creeping up here in America, which all the stuff that I bought will probably sell through once that happens. I think I was freaking out a little bit yesterday because, I don't want to be stuck with a ton of inventory as the prices drop. And, you got to set limits. And I think I got a little too crazy with the buying, but maybe not. That's just part of this business. Spent a good bit of time yesterday working on the website. I was using this one service, but I realized that it would get really expensive once I got more people on my contact list. So I moved to a new one, and I made this cool thing where you just type your little email, and then you get like a little coupon for $5 off your first order of $100 or more. And hopefully that will get more people on to our contact list. But yeah, as you can see, Battle Partners right now is 70, and then Heatwave is back down to 100. I don't know how long those prices are going to continue, but pretty much all the singles that I had listed have sold. I did drop the price a little bit on a few of them just because I wanted them to move out. Some English, some Japanese. Those were mostly the stuff that I cracked. And one other thing, I did get my grades revealed for one of my PSA submissions, so I will be showing that next week when it comes in. I'm excited. I already looked through all of it because I'm horrible at surprises, and I just had to look. But I'm not going to spoil it on the channel, so you guys get to wait till next week to see that. And then one other thing is that I had Japanese cards that were supposed to be here today, but they got delayed to Monday. So Monday will be a very busy day next week because I got a lot of new stuff coming in, and between cards and slabs and all that. So that'll be exciting. But anyways, that is basically it for this week. Hopefully the sales will pick up throughout the weekend. We'll see. If not, that's fine. I'm sure that eventually all this stuff will sell through, and we will continue with this business, because despite what I was thinking yesterday, you just got to power through, There's a graph that I found, I forgot the name of it, This is the one that I found when I was watching some business stuff, because I'm still relatively new to business. I'm not completely new. I do have another business, but I'm not going to go over that. But this definitely explains pretty much any business, I think. First, you're starting out where you're uninformed, and then you get informed, and then you have a dip. And this is where a lot of people quit their business and try something else. But really, you should just continue because, well, I will say majority of the time, you should continue because then it'll eventually reach achievement. And that's what I'm really looking out for. That's what I'm hoping happens to me. So I'm going to continue working hard at this business, and I think it'll eventually pay off. It already has, just in the past year that I've been doing it. So if you're starting any kind of business, just remember this graph. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, please hit the like and subscribe, follow my journey, and I'll see you guys next week.